it's meroekhalia again, and let's talk about one of the most asked about questions in regards to Locs on YouTube. Let's talk about coloring our hair. Yay! Okay. I went through a phase. That was a long phase. It was about 4 years. Okay, when I first started my locks, I wanted them blonde, I wanted them light brown, then I made them red, I had blonde and red, blah, blah, blah. If you've seen my lock journey, then you know that I've been through a lot with them. Let's talk about my experience with color, and then we're going to talk about how I feel about color. And I'll give you all my advice. Now, I'm not a hairdresser, none of that, okay? I'm just telling you about my personal experiences and what I've learned. So, okay, when I started my locks, I'm trying to think, was I a year in yet? Yeah, I was about a year in. I wanted, light, honey, blondish, something a lot different than the dark brown that I naturally have. So I started off using Dark and Lovely, that it's African American hair product line, and I was using, I would get a certain color that I wanted. That's the shade that was on the box. Get home, put it in my hair. That's not what I ended up with. Okay, so they say to wait 2 weeks in between coloring your hair. So I wait 2 weeks, and no longer than 2 weeks, get another box of the next shade lighter. Put that in my hair, and didn't turn out how I wanted. And then just kept doing it over and over again. Here's the problem. I think there's two problems. The first problem is that, I hate to say it, African American products, or coloring products in terms of making your hair lighter, they don't give you the results that you intended on getting. I would say products for Caucasians work better. We'll get to that. But they do. They're stronger. I don't know why. That's just how it is. So, the lightest color that Dark and Lovely offers, I think it's called like light honey blonde, something with honey and light gold or whatever. It has something in the box called a color booster or something like that, and I think that has peroxide in it, and that's something that none of the other colors had. So that one lightens and then adds color on top of that. The other ones didn't have that. Therefore, if you started off with blonde hair and you put the other color products on that blonde hair, you would probably end up with the results on the box. However, I started with black hair, so I'm not going to, if you put red on top of this, you're not going to be able to see it. Maybe in the sun, but yeah, you're not going to see it. So that was my issue. So word to the wise, if you want a certain color, most likely you're going to have to dye it blonde first, then put the desired color on top of it. And the fact that it's blonde and the two colors mixing together, you might end up with a disaster. I'm just saying. So my best advice to you all is to go to a professional, not only a color professional, but a natural hair color professional, because this person's probably going to know what they're doing. Now, they're probably going to charge you a buttload of money, but at least you're not going to end up with your hair falling out. So, yeah. Okay, so, I dyed my hair, bleached it, all that kind of stuff. I was doing it myself. My sisters helped me. I never ended up with the results I wanted. I wanted blonde, blonde, blonde. Like, not quite Madonna blonde, but blonde. So, drastic difference. It would come out patchy looking. Like, this little piece right here would be the perfect color, and then other pieces wouldn't have taken any of the product at all. And then it was just weird. But at the same time, it's kind of cool, because with locks, none of our locks are the same. Not the same length, not the same thickness, and some have little bumpies and all that kind of stuff. So it was cool, but it still wasn't the result I was looking for. Okay, finally, my first year of college, I went to a salon, and they used a Clairol product on me. It was a black salon, hair salon, but I told them I want blonde red tips. And they use, they mix it up in a little bowl and all that kind of stuff. Now, you can buy this at probably the beauty supply store, because, I've bought it before. It's called, I don't remember. That was years ago I bought it. Anyway, there's two things. You're going to get something in a bottle that's liquid, and then you're going to get something in a little package, similar to an oatmeal package. Then you have to mix them together, and you better do it right, or else you're going to mess your hair up. I did buy it. I never ended up using it on myself, thank God, because who knows where my hair would be or not be if I had done that. So I want to say it's called extra white or something like that. Anyway, it bleaches the crap out of your hair. That's what they used on me. And I told the woman I wanted, the blonde and then the red tips. So she gave me that. I told her I wanted the red permanent, and she gave me that. No, she didn't. It was getting all over my sheets. All my clothes had red on it, like when you put a rinse in your hair. It, on my pillowcases and everything. And then every time I wash my hair, it would get lighter and lighter and lighter, to the point where my dad was like, "Oh, you got pink hair, you got pink hair." I'm like, "Shut up, it's red." So I never had pink hair, but red on top of, faded red on top of blonde, to some people looks pink. So, and pink is my favorite color anyways. So, yeah, pink locks. That's not what I was going for. So, the red, I dyed it. I had the red probably in February. By August, all the red was gone. Literally all of it. So you could not tell, except for looking at pictures, that I ever had red in the hair. Okay, so then after that, and that was the last time I went to the salon. So after that, I just had blonde, and then, the roots were growing out, so it was black on the roots, but, it still looked nice to me. And then I decided, okay, I want the red back. So what I did was, I put my hair in a ponytail. It was long enough for a ponytail at this point. And I went to the store and I got the Jazzy, I think it's called, rinses. And they have purple and pink and red and all this kind of stuff. They're in a fuchsia bottle about that big. And it's got a little pointy end on it. They're good. And they help condition your hair. So I do recommend those. So those are rinses. So what I did was I put my hair in a ponytail so that I wouldn't get the rinse on all of my hair. And I just squirted it all on this part, the dangly part of the ponytail. And then I did this type of thing, and I'm pretty sure I had gloves on. I just mushed it in there. And so I had blonde all the way down. So I'm mushing it, the red, and then I put a shopping bag, plastic, grocery store bag on it. And you're supposed to leave it for 30 minutes, or it tells you on the bottle what to do. And then I rinsed it out, and, it was red, and then blah, blah, blah. So I've done that a million times. The point is, in the beginning stages, for a while, months, I was dyeing my hair at least, twice a month. That's a lot of chemicals to put in anybody's hair, but especially locks. Come on now. Locks are not meant, it's supposed to be the natural hairstyle and all that kind of stuff. So you're not really supposed to be putting all kinds of chemicals in it. It's kind of an oxymoron, because you have this utmost natural hairstyle, yet you have the most unnatural hair color. But I still enjoyed it at the time. By the time 2008 came around, I was out of the phase, and I was like, I want my hair color back. And so what happened, the hair was it was a little longer than it is now, right here. So I had a friend of mine start cutting it a few inches at a time, and then we waited a few weeks or a month and cut a few more inches. So then I cut all the red out and most of the blonde. So the light tips that you see is all that's left over from that. And I'm telling you, if I had never colored my hair and knew what I was doing, my hair would be bam, almost to the back. But that didn't happen. Oh well. So my advice for people who are really wanting to color their hair, and I feel you because I was so pressed about coloring my hair. So if you want to do it, don't let me discourage you. I just want you to, be educated about it. First of all, do your research. Don't just go to the store and buy the first thing you see and then just put it in your hair, and you're going to end up with bad results. Like, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Do your research, okay? Second of all, if you can afford it, go to a professional. It's worth it. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. I pray for you. Because I don't want you to end up with messed up color. And my third advice is that if you color your hair, you really, really have to take even better care of your hair. You really have to moisturize it more than normal, and you have to condition it every single time you wash. And you probably need to wash a little more often too. And also, I was watching somebody's video the other day, and they were telling me, which is also true, if you do it yourself, and well, whoever does it in your hair, you need to make sure when they're rinsing out that dye or that bleach, they need to rinse it like, way more than what you think is necessary. Because if that product, stuff gets trapped in these locks, you really, really have to rinse them very well. And if you don't get all of the product out, it's going to be in the center of your hair, and you're thinking it's all good. Ooh, look at my blonde hair. No, guess what's happening? The chemical is still activated inside of your lock, and it's breaking down your hair, okay? That's one of the reasons why I had to cut my hair too. Not only was I done with the red and blonde phase, but my hair was breaking off. Like, I don't even want to fully go into that. But, I'm sure some of you have at least heard of somebody's locks being thin at a point like here or something like that. That's what was happening to me. And so ever since I have not colored my hair anymore, I've been taking better care of it. I've been retwisting regularly. I've been moisturizing it. My locks are thick. I haven't lost any. It's all good. It's all good over here. So I do encourage you to explore the different possibilities that the wonderful world of having locks brings, because it's fun. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it, and I did it from senior year in high school up until like sophomore year of college, maybe my third year of college. I did it for a long time, but and it really is fun, but you have to be on top of it. You have to take better care of your hair than you're taking care of now. I don't care how good care you're taking care of it. If you're going to put color in your hair, you need to step it up. So, yeah, that's my advice. If you have any more questions, if I've left anything out, if I've been unclear about anything, just please feel free to let me know. And, yeah, bye.